story of my life. I wish my pay rate was much more. Ducking swords in the red race I didn't apply for. Running towards something that's big and think it was.
Me and Matt actually met in gym class in 96, 97, 97.
I was a freshman in high school.
And I was held back a bunch of times. I was in all these dudes' classes. Like I was taking like my sophomore or junior classes and my freshman classes all the same year. It was awesome. But
doubling up.
We had math class together actually, and we used to talk shit about Miss Freifeld and
everyone take detention together.
Yeah, on purpose. Yeah. But actually, we met in gym class, and I was playing drums in a punk band, and Matt was playing drums, and that was kind of like the thing we had in common. So we just spent all gym class talking about like our favorite drummers and all like our dream equipment, all the shit that we wanted to get. And then we actually ended up playing a show together, a friend of ours' birthday party, and they didn't have a singer, and my band was just playing shitty Nirvana songs and NoFX songs and shit. And
my band was playing shitty Nirvana songs.
Yeah, it was great. It was amazing. So they just started jamming, and I just grabbed the mic and started doing my thing, and we decided that we should get together and try to make something happen. So a couple weeks later we got together, and we've been gym class heroes ever since, with me and Matt.
Yep.
She had a twin sister, Teresa. I bumped into him at camps getting pizza. The greatest night of my life, slept the rock that killed two birds. The name was Erica.
Geneva, New York, yeah, good old Geneva, home of the Hobart Statesman and the Sideshow.
The William Smith Heron.
And bad drug habits.
In fact, I got free pizza at Cam's yesterday.
Yeah,
just for being in
free
gym
food.
class heroes.
It's funny, my boy Pete owns a clothing company, Clandestine, and they're gonna make a shirt. It's called a Travie, and on the front it says "Back home, I'm famous." And I'm really stoked on that. I mean, it's cool to go home. I mean, there was a point when we realized that the fishbowl was getting a little too small, and that's when we took a deep breath and broke that shit and ventured out and started making things happen on a bigger level. And here we are in sweet Purdue, getting ready to get our college on.
And it's interesting, like, sorry to cut you off, but being from Geneva is like, being from a small town like that is kind of a rare thing, because like a lot of bands that are out there are like from Chicago, you know, or from New York City, you know, or from like these places where it's like just a whole world in its own, and then Geneva is just this, you know.
I think it helped. It was definitely to our advantage to come from a small town, because it's usually the case where there's a scene going on in a city, and a lot of the acts that come out of that scene end up sounding alike, you know, they're like this common sound or whatever. And I think there wasn't really much going on where we came from. I mean, Syracuse is like a half hour, 40 minutes away from us, and there's like a huge hardcore scene, but as you see, that hasn't really influenced us that much. But it was cool in us like honing in and crafting our sound, because we didn't have really much influence, like things around us to draw from, so we're forced to make something fresh and
get creative.
Yeah, I could sing a jingle that'll contort and mingle every single solitary letter in the alphabet. I can tell you whatever you want to hear, but if I just said hello, would you listen to me?
Oh, well, there's a lot of shit that annoys me about hip hop right now, but the more I dwell on it, the less I get done. So I prefer to just not even pay attention. I listen to Hall & Oates.
Hey, yo, that new gym class has been infecting my brain for like the past 4 days since we got the final mastered copy. So, I mean, definitely that. I guess it's always fun to listen to your own shit for like, you know, 2 weeks until you just completely play it
That's
out.
not a bad thing. Somewhere along the line, somebody made it bad for you to like your own shit, and whoever that is gonna get a bunch of hate mail from my ass, because it's okay, especially if it's dope product.
Now I'm stuck with a handful of band-aids until she comes back around like the till the band plays. We met 22 years back, fresh out the womb, now she consumes.
Oh, we got the new album coming out. It's Cruelest School Children, July 11th.
Yeah, we just finished it up. It's really dope. I think what's really cool about gym class's status situation is that like people don't really know what to expect from us ever. So we took complete advantage of that with this album, and it's just all over the place, and we're really, really, really excited about it. I think people will be into it and enjoy it and dig it. Yeah.
This was big for us because it was the first, like, I mean, we've recorded many times before, but this was the first album where we had a budget other than like our own pockets and like, you know, a producer, and so it's definitely more polished than anything that we've done thus far. So hopefully people will love it.
And so awesome. Right now, I want to give a shout out to my man Slim, my man Brett from Barbershop Hip Hop, who are here having a good time and hanging out and videotaping and shit. Also, I want to give a shout out to our street team.
That's another funny thing. Like we run the gamut. There tends to be a lot of girls that come to our shows for some reason, and we just did a little tour with 4 members, and they picked up on it. Like, yo, I was talking to Shane after the show, Mad Child, and he's like, man, you guys get all the girls to come out. And I'm like, hey, that's what happens when you look this damn good. Can't help it. It's my mama's fault. But yeah, we tend to have a lot of girls come out, which is not a bad thing. It's awesome. But I mean, it's cool because we have indie rock kids, Fall Out Boy fans come to our show. You know, like hip hop kids all over the place. And I think what's really cool is that with this album, this next album, we're gonna be doing a lot of different tours, like hip hop tours, rock the same thing. But it's gonna be cool to see the crowds emerge.